Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Boxing Source checking in, and joining me once again is young brother from the DC area, now residing around Fort Washington, Maryland. Undefeated at 4-0 with all four wins by way of knockout, and he is about to face Alfred Moss Jr. on the Jeter Promotions card in Hanover, Maryland on November 9th. Hey, y'all better watch out for him because it's shark season. Yeah, that's
Sucks.
right. My guy, brother Deric Scooter Davis, what's happening?
What's up, man? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Yeah. I'm all good. I'm all good. So what's going down? I know you're amped up to step in the ring November 9th and give the fans a great show. So how you feeling?
Again, training camp been going great, man. Been definitely doing a lot of training, a lot of running, preparing, mentally preparing to go to war. I just want to thank my whole team just for preparing me, pushing me, and getting me ready for this fight. November 9th, man. It's shock season, man. Y'all know how I get down.
Yeah. Of course. Now the last time we saw you was at least for me, was at the Entertainment and Sports Arena in
hmm
DC, where you had an easy night against Matias Arriagada with the second round
hmm
stoppage. I mean, it was just, man, it's like we could have finished it in the first round or something, man. It was just man, you just blew him out. How were you feeling after that? Because like I said, I was there ringside, and you were looking like you were sending a message of sorts there in the ring.
Oh man, I just want again every fight I want to show people that I'm here, that I'm the real deal, that I'm for real. Every fight I want to get better, so people like my last performance, and I want to be able to be a perfectionist. So I want to perfect this performance. Every fight doesn't have to be a first round knockout. That's what I learned in the last fight. It's okay to take your time because again, he got to come out for that second round, that third round, that fourth round, or so on and so forth. So as long as you keep your defense tight and you stick to the game plan, you can get the job done. So I just want to have another perfect night, another dominant night, explosive performance.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure, man. I mean, yeah, you just gotta, like as they say, iron sharpens iron, and
Yeah.
sometimes things are like a learning experience. So as you said, I mean, everything can't be necessarily a first round knockout. So you can't, get it there in the first round. Just say, you know what, I could do this right here in the second and third round, and then just eventually break my opponent
Yep.
down, and I'll be
Yep.
able to get him. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I screwed all the bolts until the whole thing fall down, man.
yeah. Now, you said like you be in the camp there with Coach Hunter, Coach Barry, out
hmm
there by Headbangers Gym, right?
hmm
Now, how would you say that you have developed over the time? Here over what has it been almost 2 years as a professional?
Um, the development for me was definitely tremendous. I always had a pro style of fighting, of picking my shots and want to take my time.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, just again, reprogramming my mind that again, every shot counts. So not letting no shots get through or, what I'm saying, staying alert for the whole entire 3 minutes. What I'm saying, making sure that going back to the basics to have a stiff, dominant jab. Because a person can win a fight with a jab, you know what I mean? Taking your time on investing into the body, keeping your defense tight. Just a lot of things that just broke down boxing and learning from the people that came before me, the things that they did that had them gave them success, and the things they did wrong to understand. Okay, this is what you can't do at this level. And a big shout out to the Team Combat League, honestly, because that was a really big turning point in my career. I was 1-0 when I got into that, and I'm fighting guys that are 10-0, 15-0, and I held my own, and I went through things that were, what I'm saying, doing the things that you going with pro fights, meaning as in headbutts, as an elbow, you fighting a rugged
Yeah,
guy. You know what I mean? You things that you can't get that experience from in sparring. You have to be in fight. And again, it's
right.
not on your record, it's the exhibition. It was a very learning, what I'm saying, learning curve for me. And honestly, it feels like even though I'm really on my fifth fight, it feels like I'm going on my 10th, 11th fight because that's how many rounds I've really been in the ring with no headgear. And again, I'm fighting guys that got way more experience than 10,
Yeah.
10 and 0, 12 and 0, 13 and 0, you know what I mean? And I'm doing my thing against them. And this one I was, 20, 21 years old. I'm 22 now. And
Mm-hmm.
I just learned so much. So it's now just, saying, appreciating the game, you know what I'm saying? Just dedicating my life to the sport and understanding that every opponent has some type of game. They're bringing something to the table. No matter what their record is, do not look at the record. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, they've got them 8 ounce gloves on, and one punch could change the fight.
Yeah. Like you said, one punch can change the fight, and it just could take that for them to just get the victory there, in any fight that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And you bringing up that thing there with Team Combat League, that was going to be part of my next
Oh,
question
my
there.
bad.
'Cause, I mean, hey, there ain't no problem. There ain't no problem. That kind of transitions right on in.
Right.
Because you're there with the DC Destroyers there in Team
Yeah.
Combat League. You got their third season coming up. They're going to be expanded with more teams. Like you said, you had your experience there with the DC Destroyers on Team Combat League. Had a really good outing here for the previous season. Now, do you plan on being part of it for season 3, or do you feel like you'll be more active on the pro scene in 2025?
I'm strictly on the pro scene now, man. I feel like that again. I learned what I had to learn from that. I got what I needed, but now it's time to go keep moving up the ranks. You know what I mean? Just keep walking up the steps. Keep walking up the steps.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Like you said, it's a great experience because you do deal with or fight, those pro fighters there that have like those records of maybe 10 pro fights, 12 pro
Yeah.
fights, and everything like that. And while
You're
it's
gonna
just
see so
one
many
round,
styles, man.
yeah,
So many
yeah,
styles of
exactly.
boxing because they're from different places. You don't know. You might fight somebody from Pakistan. You might fight somebody from Cali. Might fight somebody from Philly. Everybody has a different style and something they bring to the table. And it took for me to understand, just to respect the game, to learn, to take that as a point, to learn from it, and to take some of the things they were good at and implement it in my game.
Yeah,
Watching people that had success doing this, okay, and watching it over and over, understanding, okay, they did this for this reason. Okay, let me take that and put that in my game. Let me,
mhm.
what I'm saying, a lot of things like that. I think it was a blessing. It was really a blessing to be in that league, honestly.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Now, back in the day, while you was amateur, you had some fights there with guys that are in the scene currently. Like you
Mm-hmm.
have the likes of Steve Johnson, Xander Zayas, and Ernesto Mercado. What would you
Mm-hmm.
say is the most interesting bout that you had as an amateur? Whether it was because of the opponent or it was because of the location where you had the fight at?
My most interesting fight probably is honestly, it's not neither none of them names, honestly, but those were great fights.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Jalil Hackett, honestly, because it was in the city. It was a headbangers versus the Russells at one point type of type of camaraderie, and then it got to a point where it was forget headbangers and the Russells. It just became a Jalil and Scooter thing because our names started to be we were two amateur standouts and we got it on, man. That was the fight. It was at Rosecroft. It was standing room only. They moved our fight to the last fight. I think we were about 14 or 15 years old. We were the last fight of the night. And I just remember, man, that crowd was electric, man. It really felt like a championship fight. That had me more excited than any other fight that I had, just because of the camaraderie. And honestly, me, I'm a Showtime type of fighter, man. If the crowd gonna come see me and it's hyped up, you're gonna get the best Scooter that night. And I did my thing. That's all I can say.
Word, word, word. Like I mean, it is, man. Rosecroft is a DMV, internal type thing, whatever it is. So you definitely gonna have those very intense competitions when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
to
for sure. Yeah,
folks who are there within the DMV, and of course, I'm familiar with Jalil Major Hackett
yeah.
as well and everything like that, and he's doing his thing there in the welterweight division as well.
Hmm.
But in due time, you're gonna be doing your thing
Yeah,
here
for
too.
sure,
So
for sure, for
that's what's
sure.
going on. That's what's going on. Now back to this Jeter Promotions card on November 9th. We got a good number of fighters on it, that
Yeah.
are from the DMV area. Now,
Hmm.
are there any fights that you'll be keeping a close eye on after you take care of business on that Saturday?
Of course, I'm going to watch both of my stablemates, Rashid Wright and Nasheed Sugar Sheed Smith. I definitely want to take a look at them. One of my former stablemates, he's fighting Brandon Chambers, I think. Ronaldo Gaines.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how he comes back for his comeback fights. Definitely been getting rounds with Mike Fox. So he's gonna fight. So I definitely want to see how he does this thing. And of course, the main event, Aleem, he always been giving me love since I was an amateur. So I'm just excited just to be there, man, and you know what I'm saying, support all my brothers. They support me and I'm supporting them.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Of course, like you said, got the Sugar Seed going in there against Deric Van. He got Rashid Wright that's going to be on this card against Ryan
Mm-hmm.
Sanchez. You talk
Mm-hmm.
about Michael Fox. They're the professor. He's going up against
Mm-hmm.
Alfonso Olvera on the
Mm-hmm.
Judah Promotions card. And you said the main event there, Emmanuel Lean versus Winfred Harris Jr. And I'm also looking at Ezri Turner versus Micah Terrell. That
Okay, I
card
forgot
too.
about Izzy. My bad, my bad. Yes,
Yeah,
Izzy was
that
definitely.
that one, yeah, that one was. I mean, both those fighters were in a previous card, Jeter Promotions card that I
Mm,
was at in separate fights. So they're gonna
yeah.
be both going up against
Okay,
each
I
other
definitely
too.
I
So
keep my. Thank you for
yeah,
telling me that. I'm gonna keep my
yeah.
eye on that one.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a stacked card there, man. Come November
That's
9th at
great.
the Maryland Live Casino in Hanover, Maryland. So definitely looking forward to that. Now, being in the area, I talk about how much history the DMV has when it comes to boxing.
Yeah.
Who would you say are fighters from back in the day that you look up to, and are there any current fighters that you look up to as well?
I'm gonna start with back in the day. Of course, Sugar Ray Leonard. I feel like he got to the height of, what I'm saying, where you can go in the sport, being from Palmer Park, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Ray Leonard, for sure, Mark Two Shop Johnson. All the Keith Holmes, the Sean Bay Mitchells. It's so many fighters that back in the day that I just love to study their game, because the older style, they have a little different little game to their game now. We have a new modern type of style now, but they got some
Yeah,
little tricks of the trade too. So I like to go back and watch their style too, to look at the little small things they did. Far as new fighters, of course, like you said, the for me, the face of boxing, Javante Tank Davis against Baltimore, and again, I get to train alongside him a lot of times. He comes down to headbangers and things, so definitely love him. You know what I'm saying? Again, I just pulled on Lamont Roach card. Definitely love him. The Russells, I love Gary Russell, the Antoine, Antonio. I love all of them. Who else do I look up to? Just anybody that was doing it before me. Again, Patrick Harris, 20 and 0. That's one of my stable mates, 20 and
yeah,
0.
yeah.
Um, just all the guys that really paved the way for me. Again, I looked up to Mike Reed, yes indeed Reed, when he was doing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all these guys, man, they are real big, what I'm saying, points for me, where I looked at their game and said I wanted to be like them or do it like them, or I took something from their game and implemented it into mine. Of course, and the Peterson brothers, I can go on and on about
You're
who I
right,
looked up
right.
to.
Hey, but that just goes to show like how many great fighters that we have there in the DMV
Yeah,
area. You
yeah,
pretty much
nah, we
like
have
named a
true.
lot, and there's still like
Yeah.
a lot more to go.
It's so more, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot. Again, we got Swift, Jared Hurd became a
Yep.
world champ. Again, we have a lot of fighters that done in the DMV area that did their thing, that are, what I'm saying, inspiration to the youth, that they don't even understand the things that they did. So
Yeah,
I
you
thank
met.
them.
Yeah, and you mentioned like with the first set of fighters there, the Mark Two Sharp Johnsons, the Sugar Ray Leonards there, the Sean Bay Mitchells, and all
Hmm.
of them, right? They be hitting these events up in the area, the amateur
Hmm.
events and the pro events too. So if you can, y'all be able to see them show up
Hmm.
here at this event coming up
Yeah,
here on
that'll
November
be
9th.
dope. For
Yep.
sure, that'll be dope. Just again, just to show them that we doing the city justice, man. That we carrying the torch. That we're putting the work in to show that we the next generation, but we carrying their legacy on our back.
Yeah, yeah, no
Sure.
doubt, no doubt. Now, all right, I'm gonna go with this little quick rundown about about 5 or 6 questions, quick questions here, close it
Okay.
out, and see if you got some quick answers. You ready for them?
Okay. I got you. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, let's run it. All right, favorite post-fight food?
Oh, I'm a seafood Alfredo pasta. I love it.
All
Any
right,
type of,
gotcha.
yeah,
All right,
Alfredo. I
gotcha,
love it.
gotcha.
That's
All
my
right,
that's
bet.
my thing right there.
All right, the top fighter in the sport right now.
Javante Tank Davis.
Bet. Your favorite athlete?
My favorite athlete, um, Michael Jordan.
All right, gotcha. Adidas, Nike, or Reebok?
Nike. I'm going Nike.
All right, bet.
Sure. For
All right.
sure, Nike. Adidas got some fire stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Reebok has some fire, but it's nothing like Nike. Like
Like,
we
yeah,
they
yeah, I
good,
get
but
you. I
it's
get
nothing
you. I
like
get
Nike.
you.
It's totally different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you. I get you. Your favorite basketball team?
I'm with the home team, so the Washington Wizards. But my favorite player right now currently is Kevin Durant, again, the home team. So if I go
It's
for two teams,
Suitland.
yeah.
Yep,
So
Suitland.
I'm going,
Hey,
I'm going for the Phoenix Suns because Kevin Durant, and I'm always going for the Washington Wizards. I always want my home team to do good.
gotcha, gotcha. Slim Reaper there, no doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt.
Slim Reaper. That's my favorite player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Your status in the fight game in 2 years. Where you see yourself?
Either a contender for a world title, or climbing up the ranks or world titleist or contend, you know what I'm saying, a contender for a world title in 2 years. Yeah. I'll be 24 years old. Yeah. It'd be that time where my name would be amongst the top people at that point.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, we building you up so that you can get to that particular point, man. So we got, of course, you handling business November 9th against Alfred Moss Jr. Jeter Promotions card. Hey, y'all over here in the DMV area, y'all go ahead and get tickets. Y'all hit up Jeter Promotions, or you can hit up, Scooter right here. I mean, he'll get you a link to get tickets.
Don't get them tickets, man. Get the rest of them tickets off me, man. Shout out Jeter Promotions for having me on the show.
Yeah. No doubt. Y'all follow, of course, my guy here, Scooter, on social media. I know he got some gear, that y'all be able to get, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so y'all be able to pick it up there on social media. Y'all look up Deric Scooter Davis on social media, whether it's Instagram or, I don't know, Twitter or TikTok.
Everything. If you look up Deric Scooter Davis at I am Scooter Davis, everything's going to come up, man. Everything is I am Scooter Davis. So you're going to see it Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything, man. Just hit me up, man, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. So big thanks here, of course, as always, here, Scooter.
Always.
Jumping up here with the Boxing Source. And we're looking forward to seeing you in action there on November 9th on the Jeter Promotions card.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man. For sure.
Yeah, no doubt.